Okay. Check it out. Check it out. Where is the code? Oh no, you can go and get your ticket. Power bank, please. And 17.
of the Commandant General of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Audi, MNR, riding the National Headquarters Parade Ground for the event which is the Special Parade Simulation Exercise, the unveiling of newly established NSCDC Spaceport, 7th of June, 2020.
I think you have to do one place, huh?
The arrival of the Commandant General signals the beginning of this program. We'll now take the national anthem. Today is another day in the annals of history of Nigeria security and civil defense. Today, 7th of June, 2021.
100 days in office, thunder. 2 officers, 28 men on parade, ready for the demonstration. May I have your permission to carry on with the parade, sir?
You may wish to note that about 100 days ago, the fortunes of Nigeria security and civil defense corps changed entirely and completely away from those days of non-activity and gradual descent from being a top-notch security organization in the country to one that one could barely recognize or reckon with. We want to thank God Almighty that today, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps have a cause to smile again. And the reason is very obvious. We have a Commandant General who is not just an intellectual, but is a visionary leader, a man who has passed through the crucibles of the service, has been there, done that. He has tasted virtually every nooks and crannies of the Corps. He has served in many capacities. These were the days when God was preparing him for this onerous task ahead of him. We thank God Almighty that finally the day came. That is why we're all gathered here as part of efforts in the series of events commemorating the 100 days of the Commandant General in office. And you may wish to recall, upon assumption of office, he made a number of promises to the service and also to his fatherland. And worried by the spate of insecurity in the country, he hit the ground running, and one of his promises was to set up we're here gathered to celebrate our many achievements under a very short period of assumption of office of the Commandant General. Though today is supposed to be one of the days in our history never to be forgotten, but it is noteworthy at this juncture to pay a last respect to one of our very own who fell yesterday by the guns of some kidnappers along Kuje-Gwagwalada Road. Newly promoted Deputy Commandant Usman Jangana was attacked yesterday with some other people, kidnappers, and he sustained bullet wounds, which later claimed his life. With the permission of the Commandant General, sir, may I humbly crave your indulgence that will please rise for the next 1 minute as we observe a minute silence for the soul of the departed Deputy Commandant Usman Jangana, OC Harbour Rangers, National Headquarters. the soul of the departed Deputy Commandant Usman Dangana continue to rest in perfect peace. You may please be seated. Today history is being made again, and we will continue to make history under this forward-looking Commandant General. The man who is not an armchair Commandant General, a man full of vision, full of action, and full of plans and programs to make Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps formidable amongst the Committee of Security Organizations. Among the series of events marking the 100 days of the Commandant General, we are here gathered for special parade simulation exercise and unveiling of the newly established NSCDC female squad, which the Commandant General promised upon assumption of office, and within that short period of time, he was able to make good his promise. And you will recall that the Honorable Minister was in Katsina for the passing out ceremony of this female squad, which had to be unveiled today by the Commandant General. Without further ado, the CP, sir, permit me to move on straight to the demonstration parade, as they are fully ready, and they'll be giving us single and double sentry parade by the drill and regimental unit of the Corps. Thank you, sir. Over to you. What you're seeing is called the single sentry. Right about now, they are going on double sentry. Earlier you saw the single sentry.
what you are seeing is not a play. On the sentry post, if you see the sentry officer moving up and down on the sentry post, they are just on patrol. It's not that they are playing on the sentry post. Now, that's the end of the sentry views.
Century parade by drill instructors. We have just seen the demonstration. Can we put our hands together for the drill instructors? Haven't given us demonstration parade, single and double century parade. What you see now is the normal drill. To foster teamwork. Also, you can see the level of professionalism and alertness on the part of these officers and men of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. The leg walk, the leg movement, the synchronization is worth applauding. They're breaking now from slow time to quick time. It's customary to obtain permission.
But I have your permission to measure the parade, sir.
End of every parade. The Commandant General has combatantly granted permission to march out the parade. Single and double century parade commanded by Amadi Darlington.
We march out in column of row.
take on the newly established female squad of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. This formidable team of wonderful women have been trained, very well trained, at the Civil Defense College in Katsina. Very rigorous training that is. A training which they all survived. And today, after a very transparent selection process, to ascertain their readiness, their agility, and ability to be able to withstand the assignments which lies ahead of them. These ladies were subjected to 4 weeks intensive and very rigorous training, which today stands them out amongst their contemporaries. And just like the wishes of the Commandant General, they can stand very tall and engage their counterparts, the male counterparts. Right about now, we will invite the Commandant General's crack team. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. What you're seeing is not a scene from Nollywood movie. The Commandant General was worried upon his assumption of office that a response organization like Civil Defense cannot boast of a rapid response team in the event of any emergency to take them on, and worried by the state of insecurity in the country, he has set up this wonderful crack team as an intervention force to combat any threat to our nationhood, any threat to our national existence. And as you can see, their mobility is to ensure that they are able to navigate even the most difficult terrain whenever the need arises for any emergency. That is the lady for you. What a man can do, women can do better. Through the acts that you have seen, this gallant officers and men, having been trained, can take on any unscrupulous enemy. And in case of any ambush, the motorbike is to ensure safety to any identified safe direction, regardless of the topography of the environment. We have seen demonstration, even though very brief, from the Commandant General's crack squad, newly established. This is just one out of many of the Commandant General's vision, not only for the Corps, but also for the nation, in the face of incessant attacks by bandits, kidnappers, among others. We're about to take on the simulation exercise by members of the Civil Defense newly established female squad. Can we put our hands together for the female squad? The entrance alone attests to the fact that they are properly groomed. What you're about to see is called in-bus and debus drill. You can also call it anti-ambush drill. You can see how the in-bus haven't gone for patrol, gone for operation, and they're trying to relocate to safe environments. You see the way they assist each other to get into that vehicle. The driver of this vehicle wasn't gotten from please don't worry. The sound here is to make everything real. It's going to come up. It's not happening, so please don't worry. What you see is called anti-ambush drill. In the course of operation, the squad was ambushed by terrorists and bandits, and you could see the way they took position, lying flat on the ground to take on whoever feels he has the capability to contain the previous squad of Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Haudi. Having cleared the bandits, you can see the way they retreat back into the vehicle. One after the other, they make their way back after being ambushed by bandits and criminals. They took their position professionally, took them down, one after the other, and after a successful operation, you can see them making their way back, tapping each other that the coast is actually very clear for you to move. Please let's celebrate this wonderful ladies. All this was made possible by Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Haudi. Under 100 days, was able to assemble these young ladies, very gallant, very vibrant, very rugged, very professional. I wonder how this was possible within 100 days. This is a very rare feat a very rare achievement. And only leaders with vision, only leaders with a defined agenda, only a leader who knows what he's doing can make this happen. What you're about to see is called street clearing. Street clearing, please don't be afraid. You have to be sure. The state of insecurity in the country today is very alarming. And you know, we have been perturbed daily by the activities of kidnappers. There is an intelligence that someone has been kidnapped. You can see that box over there. They have information that there is a victim who has been kidnapped by somebody. And the members of this wonderful female squad have been invited. You can see how they move, using the barricades for cover, giving instructions one after the other. You can see how professional they go about it. They wouldn't just move and expose themselves to danger. Professionally, they move using barricades to provide cover for themselves as they do that. The mission is to rescue that victim who is held hostage by kidnappers inside that vehicle. Anti-ambush drill, that is called. Rescue inbox. The mission is to rescue that victim. Please remember that that bus is occupied by kidnappers. You can see how they position themselves.
Fire, fire!
You can see how they are. The victim is about to be rescued. And you can see now the boss has been kidnapped, going in there to pick up the victim. Wonderful. You can see the victim has been rescued. Put your hands together for this wonderful female squad. What a wonderful vision you have, Commandant General. This is coming at a time when the nation is bedeviled by enormous security challenges. This mission is to position the NSCDC rightly, and you can see as they exit, they will not just exit, they have to be sure that area is clear. After a successful operation, there is movement for safety of the kidnapped victim. Please let's put our hands together for this wonderful, powerful, rugged, track, and combatant female squad of NSCDC. Please can we put our hands together for Dr. Unarmed, whose mission we are celebrating this morning. It is only when you have a vision that you can translate it into something worthwhile for the whole world to see. This is just 100 days. What should we expect in more days to come? I have confidence in my heart that NSCDC has come to stay. Not only that, we will overtake. Thank you very much, Dr. Commandant General, for this mission. In case some of us are wondering why there was no response from the kidnappers from the vehicle, you will understand that civil defense as a professional organization, we don't just move, we don't just operate. Every activity, every operation is based on intelligence. And of course, while the kidnappers were waiting for ransom, they were unaware that civil defense had the intelligence already, and they were swooped on unaware. And that is why they proceed. The operation has been very smooth. Never doubt the power of credible intelligence. And that is why the Commandant General has been advocating for synergy and inter-service relationship and the sharing of credible intelligence as one of the panacea to the various insecurity challenges in the country. The next you're about to see is called stripling and assembling of AK-47 rifles. Stripling and assembling of AK-47 rifles. Members of the female squad. You know why this is important? You are operating.
Okay, hold on. Let me expect.
There's need for you as an operational man to be familiar with the rifles and be accustomed to every component that has to do with your tool. Don't forget, in the course of duty, in the course of operation, anything can happen. You can experience seizure. What do you do when you have this kind of failures? The ability to stripple, to assemble your rifle will determine your survival when you are on the front. Now they are stripping. Second identified time. Please let's appreciate these ladies. Brand new AK-47 rifles provided by Dr. Unarmed Howdy. These ladies, they have the support of the Commandant General. This is the brainchild of the CG has just announced the sum of 100,000 naira for the best stripper this quarter. And going to support what happened in Katsina for those of us who are in Katsina. Many of those girls that were outstanding in their performance were recognized and with the prize, cash prize attached to it. And today, along with the new, you can see how gallant they look. And those of you who were wondering, some of them who are as tall as me, forget about that, don't worry about the body, it's the engine that matters. These girls are wonderful, they are rugged, they are combatant, and they are good to go anytime. The Commandant General is on ground, he has promised to support, he has been supporting, there are still so many more legends coming their way. And please, don't you wonder, these ladies have been trained by in-house instructors of NSCDC. Please, can we put our hands together for our instructors in this act? Ably led by Assistant Commandant General Bupa. Please, let's appreciate them. What you're about to see is unarmed combat.
Unarmed combat. Ready. All ready position, go. Here. Unarmed. Here. Here. Unarmed. Here. Here. Unarmed. Here. Here. Unarmed. Here. Here. Unarmed. Unarmed combat. Give up! Give up!
We don't believe in accidental discharge, and that is why these ladies have been taught on how to use their hands. Their rifle is the last resort, except when it becomes necessary, they can disarm their opponents freely. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to witness, please do not try it at home if you have not been trained. These ladies are rugged, they are good to go. Leading this particular demonstration is a black belter, AIC Ibrahim Fatima. She has won many honors, both in the corps and outside the corps. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a film trick. What you're about to witness is real. Please put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. It looks very easy until you try it.
Good thinking, good product.
Joshna, Josh Kandai. Put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen.
Chariot, salute. Combat.
The next simulation you're watching right now is when you will see one of the officers, ASC-1 at the BK Tower, who will be attacked, and she will use her bare hands to dislodge her attackers. Please watch. See, her rifle was the last thing she used, having used her hands before using her rifle. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for them, please. I want to thank our Commandant General for this brilliant idea to have the female squad.
Salute. Combat.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this particular simulation. Please put your hands together for them one more time. I said your hands are paining you. Please put those hands together for them one more time. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the next simulation you're about to witness is what we call the urban patrol, where these ladies will be going on patrol, and in the course of patrolling, they will be attacked by bandits. You are going to witness how they are going to dislodge this particular assailant. The motorbikes, the hillocks, and the other vehicles have been driven fully by these ladies. Don't be surprised when you start seeing some dangerous movements here, some dangerous maneuvering. Don't worry, they are properly trained for this particular exercise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Urban Patrol. Led by 2 bikers. Our Commandant General believes in made in Nigerian products. He believes in in-house, and that is why we are seeing these vehicles produced by innocent voters who believe in our own, and that is what we handle from the Commandant General. Ladies and gentlemen, I see the motorbikes calling the other vehicles to follow. It's assumed they are the ones in front, clearing the road, while the other vehicles are following behind. The vehicles are being driven by ASC-2 Maryland Superintendent Lori, ASC-1 at the BK Tower. This is one of the show of force that will be going around the city of Abuja very soon to show the world that CORE is ready for action. You see, they are going to be attacked by bandits parade ground. And that is why you are seeing this movement a little bit slow, and because of the space. The principles of marksmanship, which is one man, one bullet. You don't waste their armor. For every armor, there is a soul attached to it. Bandits have just been eliminated, and the stops have been taken for further investigation. This is what to expect from the female squad. Don't worry, don't worry. It's all part of the drill. You might be thinking this part of the drill goes into the night. You are indeed a dynamic leader. And ladies and gentlemen, the next demonstration we are about to witness, which is going to be the last from the female squad, is the Aspa Crash Parade. This particular parade is carried out by officers who have just been called upon to go quell riots. This is the kind of parade they do to motivate themselves before going out. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be hearing some songs. Do not bother to find interpretations. You will understand the songs even as they go ahead. It will interest all of you to know that this whole exercise was carried out in Castina College by the in-house instructor. It will also interest you to know that there was no foreign body amongst the instructors. These women you are seeing today that you are all celebrating came out of our own in-house instructors, led by Assistant Commandant of Corps Jibril Buba, aka Colonel Breakbone, Assistant Superintendent of Corps 1 Sebastian Imbasa. Also among the instructors is ASC2 Victor Osifo. Yours sincerely, ASC2 Michael and Major Godwin. Also among the instructors is IC Obu Emmanuel. Among the instructors also is CA3 Christian AJB, known as the US Marine. Among the instructors also is the crack Stone Darlington Amadi. Among the instructors also is the National RSM Emmanuel Agada Friday. To also interest you to know that the unarmed combat were also taught by our own in-house instructors led by ASC1 Victor John. He's also around the environment as we speak. I present to you the Aspa Crash Parade. If they are ready, please let's have the demonstration. The Aspa Crash Parade is being commanded by ASC2 Rachel Ruben. You see them looking rugged, ready to go anywhere the Commandant General is going to draft them. They are ready for war. They have surrendered everything to this corps. And we are sure and we believe that with the Commandant General we have on board, there is no going back. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the female squad, and I present to you the Aspa Crash Parade. Stepping forward is ASC2 Rachel Ruben, coming forward to take permission from the Commandant General for the demonstration to begin in earnest.
NSCDC 2021 Women's Corps Aspa Crash Parade forward. 1 officer, 76 men on parade. Parade ready for demonstration. May I have your combatant, crack, suicide, and the
Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Ruben is highly motivated. And that is why you see all the accolades according to the Commandant General. The Commandant General believes what a man can do, a woman can do even better.
Cameraman, elle est low zoom now.
The Commandant General wants to raise a female squad that will compete favorably with their male counterparts. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine what will happen in the next 2 years. In 100 days in office, and we are seeing this much. Indeed, the corps is moving forward. songs you are hearing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure the Commandant General can relate to some of these songs. Ladies and gentlemen, to also add to this, it will interest us to know that everything these ladies are wearing from top to bottom was provided by the Commandant General. Please, a hand of applause for the Commandant General. I'm sure if the Commandant General can add life, he would have added life to them. Everybody will carry the load. Appealing to the CG, even though he has done more than enough, but they are still asking for their share. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for that place.
Only our enemies will die for sure.
Seeking will not die. I will not die.
No one shall die. The commander has just obtained permission from the Commandant General to march out the parade after a wonderful display.
We march out the Calabar Road. God, increase the
Commander. Right on.
Every mistake is a style. Every style is a style. Please put your hands together for the female squad. How many of us can do what they are doing? Everything you see was planned. It was planned. It's not a mistake. It's not easy. You see how gallant these ones are. This is not a make-believe. This is not a propaganda. These are members of Dr. Unarmed, newly established female squad. Officers of the spinner squad were selected from different state commands of the NSCDC across the country. The Commandant General is a decentralized leader. Dr. Unarmed does not have to know where you come from or what religion you belong to. What he cares about is your content and the quality of your delivery. Like we all know, his ascension to power wasn't done in any controversial circumstances. But Dr. Unarmed is a product of merit. And I'm sure we all can see that it is always good to have a round peg in a round hole. And when the righteous is in power, what happens? Are we rejoicing now? Put your hands together for the Commandant General. 32A, Habek Abubakar Audi. Thank you so very much. We await the falling in of the instructors before we get set for the Commandant General's address. These are gallant instructors. They're falling in. The instructors are falling in. At this juncture, I humbly ask that we please rise as I invite the Commandant General to give his address.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Move on, don't be tired. Thank you. Thank you. Please sit down. Sit down. Please sit down. Very good. DCG, acting DCGs, ACGs, commandants in the national headquarters, people, the DFA, the audit, members of the fourth estate of the realm, my people, the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Dear compatriots, I'm very delighted to be part of this auspicious occasion. I'm about 100 days in office now, and it is a providence that is placed in me that I am now the head of this organization, following the end of the tenure of my predecessor. It is very solemn and a trying moment for me personally and for our great country as a whole, particularly our nation, which is now facing very enormous security challenges occasioned by Boko Haram insurgency, kidnapping, banditry, armed robbery, malicious attacks and killings, farmers and herders crisis, and all manner of violence, among others. It may interest you to know that the nation is passing through a phase, like I used to say in many forums, that Nigeria is expressing a very different and very alien conflict, and the conflict is called asymmetric conflict. If it were to be the normal conventional conflict, conventional war, by now we would have ended it. But this is a conflict that has to do with a semblance of a guerrilla-like type of conflict, where hoodlums, insurgents, bandits come out, hit on targets, and return to base. So, what we are adopting, or what we should adopt to nip this problem in the bud, is credible intelligence. That is why I used to say that we must come together, we must return to basics, we must synergize, and the synergy should be scientific. When I resume office, my immediate task and priority is to give the Corps a purposeful leadership and focus on the priorities of providing adequate security to lives and property in order to maintain national stability, peace, and togetherness. In these few days in office as the substantive Commandant General, I have concentrated on managing the affairs of the Corps, and have resisted all efforts to respond to drums of religious bigotry, ethnic jingoism, and within and outside the spheres of the Corps. I remain highly focused, and I have decided not to place ethnicity and religious bigotry above the immediate needs and priorities of the Corps and national security. My heart goes to all families whom have been directly or indirectly affected by the negative impact of this insurgency, which are orchestrated by some faceless criminal syndicates with the intention to destabilize the peaceful coexistence of the people as a nation. I wish to reiterate that our noble, amiable President, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCON, is concerned about the lives and well-being of Nigerians and foreigners in our nation, and will continue to do everything possible to protect lives, property, and prevent avoidable death in the nation. Due to the unprovoked and mindless attacks which has led to loss of lives and left in its trail gory image of threat terrorism, now that poses as a threat to the peace and security of the nation and safety of our citizens, I was propelled, therefore, upon assumption of duty, to hasten efforts to build a credible and proactive security organization that is knowledge-driven, that is dogged, and committed to its responsibilities. That driving force and initiative brought about the establishment of the first set of female squad in Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. This is in keeping to my belief that women can make and have been making valuable contributions to nation building in this country. Exactly 20 days ago, I was at training college in Katsina to herald the birth of our child of necessity, the gallant, well-presented female squad of Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. It is a colorful and red letter moment as we witness the colorful and wonderful passing out parade of our newly conceived and successfully midwifed civil defense female squad. The quest for security stability in our nation continue to remain a holy grail with a ceaseless and unabated cases of banditry, kidnapping, armed robbery, insurgency, terrorism, among others. All these have continued to threaten our country's cohesion, stability, and territorial integrity. The civil defense female squads will definitely complement the effort of their male counterparts and also work together with their sister agencies. I therefore charge the female squad that in tandem with the vision of the Honorable Minister on the issue and the program that we have been able to come up with, a robust safe school initiative program. I like to charge the women to really do their best and give protection to our schools in the nation. And we're going to start with FCT and Katsina. As we gather again today, I want you to comply strictly with the rules of engagement, which I know that you have been taught. Don't forget the slogan of civil defense: there is no accidental discharge in civil defense. So you must therefore adhere strictly to rules of engagement. But I charge you to take head on anybody who challenges you as a suspect, as a criminal. Once you have observed that they are criminals, please take them. We must live in peace. We must live in peace in this nation. Nigeria is a peaceful nation. Officers and men are also avail training opportunities in the course of their career to enhance their capacity to contribute to the Corps and nation at large. These deliberate efforts have revitalized, rejuvenated, re-energized, re-modified, rejigged, resuscitated the Corps to a world-class standard for the effective service delivery and professionalism. Remember, during my maiden speech, I made it very clear that one of my visions is that I like to build a positive culture that will create a unique identity for the Corps. And this unique identity will provide a good ambience and a suitable place in the security architecture of Nigeria. Therefore, I said that I was going to establish a female squad. I was going to resuscitate, bring back, rejuvenate, and re-establish the rapid crack response squad. When we are called to respond, we respond immediately. That is why I said that all officers and men that hitherto were here before, whom that we know were professionally trained by the military. Because you know that civil defense is a product of the military, particularly the army. I have attended military trainings. I have gone for strategic course with my military colleagues. And so, I want to see what is called regimentation in my personnel. And that is the standard. The standard operation procedure is that you must prove, you must show, you must demonstrate that you are competent enough in terms of implementation, so that if it happens, you can respond. That is why I like your music. When you said that you carry a rifle up, you are singing to the city, that I should give you a water, they give you a portion, so that you go there. And when finally God says you are not coming back, I should take your rifle. That's a very good one. But I shall not lose any of you. Therefore, the Corps made bold to express readiness to confront kidnapping and activities among others within and outside schools and government. Therefore, I invite all stakeholders in the sector to join hands with us to proactively implement measures and undertake actions that will ultimately neutralize any form of aggression and provide assurances for the safety of the public. I also want to use this opportunity to express my profound gratitude and thanks to my boss, my supervisor, my mentor, Al-Hajj Engineer, Honorable His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Interior, Ogbeni Adesoji Rayouf, Are Boshola, for his immense support and contributions and encouragement to the Corps to strive higher and to explore our potentials. Thank you so much. May God bless you. We shall continue to count on the support and cooperation for progress and well-being of the Corps and the nation at large. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you most sincerely for your attention, and also congratulate you, the female squad and the just formed rapid response squad for this honorable task. Before I end my speech, I'd like to state that I have vowed and I have gone into covenant with God that I still maintain my stand. The theory of monkey the war, baboon the chop has ended. What is due for Caesar must be given to Caesar. I like to state very unequivocally that anything for you, it shall be given to you. Nobody, anybody that is found among my colleagues that will sit on your entitlements, we are going to wear the same trouser with that person. Because government have provided for their own. Government have provided for everybody's own. The issue of your areas, we are working on it, and very, very soon, very, very soon, government will provide us with the money and areas to pay. We have seen from the promises that we are giving, we have seen how we handle the promotion that have just been released. And we have said that promotions, though are privileges, they are going to be based on merit. Like what the fellow said, that Dr. Odi, the present CG, is a product of merit. And because of that, I would like to employ the principles of merit in my dealings. Like I said, when I stated in my speech, that I am not going to be a religious bigot. I will not become a religious chauvinist. I will not become an ethnic chauvinist. I will deal with people as per their merit. We will check and see whether you are supposed to handle any position or not. We will look at your antecedents and also your antics, whether we can put you appropriately and you give your best for this service. What we want is that at the end, we must come together and actualize the dream. And what is the dream? To make Civil Defense Corps a very reliable, world-class organization that will stand a test of time and will prove to Nigerians that yes, we are justifying our existence. On this note, I wish everybody here and especially very good. I remember something. Our training for agro rangers second batch is going to kickstart very soon. And we are going to do that one in Meduguri. We are moving to Borno. This time around we are moving to Borno. You remember part of our mandate is that agro rangers are supposed to provide security and watch over agro-allied investment in the nation, and to also mediate between farmers and herders clashes, and to export farmers to the farm so that we can have good yield in terms of protection. And in doing that, we will be protecting and promoting food security in the nation. Is that also? So we are going to strengthen, we are going to further organize another training to boost, to give more power to our agro rangers. And we're going to do it in Meduguri. And very soon we are going to hear that. We are also going to retrain, we are going to bring back the lost glory of the reactionary tendency of our special forces. Our special forces that were trained by the military, the army basically, and those of them who have gone to counter-terrorist training in Pantagora and some other places. We are going to revisit that training and call them back. We will retrain them and we shall assume the full profession that we must protect the mandate of this service. And what is the mandate of service? Civil defense is charged basically with the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure of the nation. And in doing that, you can't do it without training. So, like I said during my media speech, that 3 cardinal principles. 1, welfare of staff. 2, training and retraining. 3, discipline. And discipline can only come through regimentation. They say it is how you dress that you will be addressed. They say it is from training that you see discipline. So I will continue to train you. I personally have been trained. I have been to more than 7 countries internationally to train under the auspices of the civil defense. I have attended local trainings several times. So you can see it in the reflection of my behavior. Like I used to tell you, I am not going to sit in the office. I am going to be an activity Commandant General. If I send you for operation, I will follow up. And if I delegate you to go and do anything, if you sub-delegate, I will catch you. Because delegatus non potest delegare. I will follow. If I delegate you and you sub-delegate, if I catch you, you are on. On this note, let me thank everybody who attended this program, and to wish all of us safely back to our destination. God bless all of us. God bless Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. You recall the minister made a promise during your passing out in Katsina to give some prizes for some of our outstanding female squad personnel that really did very well. And the minister said, I should announce the prizes today. The best behaved trainee during the training in Katsina, the best behaved is ASU-1 Arokwe Francisca. She's going with a check of 150,000.
All out.
Arokwe Francisca, where is she?
Let's step forward to take the check.
We request the DCG Critical National Asset and Infrastructure to to hand over this check to Arupe Francisca, DCG Critical National Asset and Infrastructure. DCG, you go. Please hand over the check to her. She was the best behaved trainee. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Next one, winner of the stripling and the assembly contest during the Katina training. AC2 Tijani Damilola. I don't know whether my DFA is here. Because my DFA presently is a woman. Is my DFA here?
Let's go.
Somebody from accounts, she represents the DFA. Is there any female member from accounts? Yeah? Female member from accounts? None? Okay, I can cite Didi. Didi Audit. Didi Audit. Yes, come over. Come and present this check to her. We are representing the accounts. The DFA will have done it, but she's not around. My DFA is a female, a trained chartered accountant. Yes, she's working on her yes. Very, very well. Yes. Good one there. Good one. Yes. Tijani Damilola. Congratulations. Next person, ASC1, Abba Ada Victoria. Abba Ada Victoria. She was the best shooter. She was a marksman. Abba Ada Victoria. She got the prize for the best shooter. Thank you. We call on DCG acting admin to present this check to her. Acting DCG admin. Zachary Nigi. Present the check to her.
Abba Ada Victoria got prize 150,000 naira.
150,000 naira.
As the best shooter during the training in Katsina.
You see what Providence can make. I decided to give today again. This one is my own prize. The exercise that was conducted for stripling and assembling. Who came first?
Wokenyem Akpama. Wokenyem Akpama.
Wokenyem Akpama. She came first just now. Come over and collect CG's prize, 100,000. That is Providence for you. She not only missed it in Casina. Let me call the great Amazon of civil defense. One of the powerful ACGs. One of the powerful female ACGs we have. Her size alone will intimidate you. ACG Helen Amakri to present this check to this young lady.
Margaret Chacha of our time.
Yes. As a female ACG, and because this is a female sport, that's why we say you should present the check to her. Carry on. Thank you. Look at the camera. You. If they put you in the internet now, maybe your husband if you say, this is my wife, this is my wife. Congratulations. Thank you. Please salute lady, powerful lady. All right, congratulations. I think on this note, the PRO, I beg to rest my case. Because if I will not speak, maybe we will only try till tomorrow. So let me rest my case while I hand over the mic to Director Oblivion. Thank you. God bless you. A big round of applause for the Commandant General of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense.
Indeed, today is a wonderful day in the annals of history of NSCDC, as we are all basking in the euphoria of a new leadership in Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. I'm sure, and it is obvious, and you all agree with me, that there is a new sheriff in town. Is it obvious? I can't hear you. Is it obvious that we have a new sheriff in town? Thank you so very much, sir. The journey has just begun. The Commandant General is a round peg, a round hole. He's a man who matches his words with action. And let me also reiterate that the promise to pay all the backlog of arrears is coming to fruition. A lot of people have been asking that they thought the arrears is going to come today. But I tell you, the Commandant General is working assiduously to ensure that the arrear is paid. But what you need to understand is that he's not alone on this. It's about the CG, about the federal government, and there are certain protocols, certain documentation, certain processes that needs to be followed. If there's a way the CG could have bypassed all these arrangements, I assure you that you all have got your alerts today. But because he has to follow the right channel to ensure this process is done and dusted. That is why we're not receiving it now. But he assured you, and I'm reiterating that very soon, and very, very soon, we all have cause to smile to our backs. I was expecting a clap for that. So please, bear with the Commandant General. He's not resting on his horse to ensure that the welfare of salary and salary backlogs and all of that is going to be settled. It's time for clear teachers to the Commandant General.
Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Dr. Unarmed, PhD, MNI. Hep, hep, hep!
Commandant General to fall out. Parade.
At the end of the 100 days demonstration, may I have your permission to march out the parade, sir?
Thank you very much.
We march out in Unarmed.
A wonderful afternoon. National headquarters of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. It is a new day, a new dawn, a valid promise, and a promise kept. Thank you very much to everyone that has made this event possible. As we bring this event to a close. Gentlemen of the press, please. Sit on.
Come on,